Okay, welcome everyone to our step into winter wellness with confidence. My name is Lorri Lockyer. I'm a nutritional biochemist and women's wellness expert, and I'm so excited to be joined with the famous Lachael Prouty, and she is definitely brings so much knowledge. And Lachael, I'm going to have you introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit more about you.
Well, my name is Lachael Prouty, and I am a sports performance dietitian and wellness expert, and I love doTERRA.
Yay! Well, we are excited today. We're going to talk about what can we really do in the winter time to take care of our bodies, so both physically and emotionally. And so we're going to go through boosting our immune system and what oils can really help with that, what foods turn our immune system off. So just be aware that there are certain foods that will turn your immune system off for 5 hours or more. And then we'll also talk about winter skincare and also just sometimes we get a little achy in the winter time, and what essential oils can we use to really help support our body. So let's jump into boosting the immune system. So Lachael, what do you use on a regular basis to support your immune system?
I do On Guard soft gels, and what I do with these is I'll take one, put it in my mouth, I'll crunch it, and let the oils go down my throat. And if I'm feeling a little, like like my voice today, I'll do that like maybe every hour for about 4 hours, and I just feel better afterward. So
Yes. Yeah. So the On Guard Soft Gel Plus. So this, besides having On Guard, which has wild orange, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and cinnamon, the On Guard Plus, they've added oregano, black pepper, and melissa. So those are really good antiviral essential oils. Just really good again in helping your body help protect itself. So that's the main thing that we want to do. And you can either swallow them whole or bite it and just let the oils go down. You may need a glass of water drink afterwards. But especially if I found if I've had a sore throat, by biting one of those, and you can even take them up to every 30 minutes for 4 hours. So it's just one of those ones to have in your medicine cabinet, and to also always take with you when you travel. When I travel, I would take these proactively every single night, whether I was feeling good or not, and it was just another way to help my body.
By the way, I'm not sick. This is allergies, and from postnasal drip, I still take them because it does help.
Yes, definitely. My other one for the immune system is the Copaiba soft gels, and this also comes in an oil. So you can either put Copaiba, you can take a drop and put it under your tongue. You can put it on the bottom of your feet with a carrier oil, or you can just take one anytime during the day. The nice thing about the Copaiba, it doesn't have to be given with food. It doesn't upset your stomach at all. I like to take it at night before going to bed. So I just take it with my Serenity cap. So this is like get my glass of water, take 2 Serenity and 1 Copaiba and go to bed, and I am out for the night. It really just helps me sleep well. And Copaiba is also really good for reducing anxious feelings. There were times where I was just waking up kind of with that anxiousness in the morning, and with the Copaiba, I don't do that. So that's another great way for it to help. I could tell you wanted to add something, but I didn't know if anything. So let's talk about breathe, because respiratory it's a big one right now, and we're getting into the season when people tend to have more respiratory issues. So doTERRA has the Breathe blend, and it comes in a variety of modalities. So my favorite are the Breathe drops, and I love these. This is like my candy. But if I start coughing or something's going on in my throat, I can just, put one of these in my mouth, and I pretty much just stick it in the roof of my mouth and just slowly let the oils go down my throat. And I also will just breathe while the oils are in my mouth to get them in my lungs. Why don't I have you talk about all the other ways that we can use Breathe?
I love the Breathe Vapor Stick. It is wonderful to just roll my throat and my chest. I can put a little in my hands, or even a little dab on the bottom of my nose or upper lip. And that really opens things up. I also use the Breathe roller.
Mhm.
And I
Oh,
can,
so that's the Breathe Touch. So if you go online, it's the Breathe Touch. Yeah.
so I'll either put that on my throat. I can put this on the bottoms of my feet. We have large receptors, so that goes through my body. And I also, if I'm really, kind of a little congested from my sinuses, I'll use a drop of the Breathe oil, and I'll put it in my hand, rub my hands together, cup my hand like this, put it on my other hand, and instant inhaler, and then I hold it for a little while. So that's very helpful as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and it's so important to even think during the day about just just taking these deep breaths, like really expanding your lungs. So when we tend to just shallow breathe or let our bodies, breathe subconsciously, during the day, we're actually closing things up. So just taking those big breaths, putting your arms, out, and again, just opening it up. And if you can even like take in some breath and then take it a little bit more, little bit more, just try and open your lungs as much as you can. Because the more we exercise our lungs, and we may not get out and go run and get all that cardio, you can still open your lungs by just doing that deep breathing and keep breathing in, and just see how much you can expand, your ribs out as you're breathing in, and how far down, can you breathe all the way to your tummy, and, even expand everything out, your butt, everything, just feel it all expand out. So yes, I love the Breathe. So back to the On Guard, I also want to talk about the On Guard soft gels, because these are another one. I always keep one of them on my dresser. I keep these in my purse. Of course, I travel with them. So this is another way that you can just be able to put one in your mouth, and especially if you have a sore throat, or say you were just exposed to someone who were just not sure if they were really healthy. It's a great way to just be proactively putting the oils in your body to support your immune system. Let's see. So we talked about boosting our immune system.
Also, just
Oh,
we've talked about this a lot, but the On Guard hand sanitizing mist is something that I carry with me all the time.
all the time.
It's just
Yes.
not a seasonal thing.
Yeah, it is. And it's really good. The one thing I love about doTERRA's sanitizing mist is that they use ethanol instead of isopropyl alcohol. So they both are 99.99%, killing all the germs. But ethanol doesn't strip the immunity off your hands like isopropyl alcohol does. So your hands have a natural immunity to repel germs. But when you put a hand sanitizer with isopropyl alcohol, you're actually stripping that immunity off your hands, and you're actually exposing yourself to more, to be more susceptible to, picking up, germs. So,
And it doesn't dry your hands out.
Yes, it doesn't dry your hands out. It actually feels really soft and nice. And I like the smell of it. So, and there's also, doTERRA also has On Guard hand wipes. So if you want to, carry those, I carry some in my purse, more or less to clean up when my hands get sticky or something. But it is really nice to just be able to have those. You don't want to, I always say don't touch your face with them though, because they do have On Guard, and On Guard has clove and cinnamon, and you don't want clove and cinnamon on your face. So, okay, well, let's talk about the foods that turn your immune system off, because they're very popular foods this time of the year. And it's some of you may just kind of go, "Oh," but it's a realization. So I'm not saying that you may never eat these foods, but I really want you to think about moderation and when you do, because again, one of the main killers is sugar. So anything with sugar is going to turn your immune system off for at least 5 hours. So all those sweets that tend to be very popular, but again, we have healthy ways of making desserts and everything. So there's definitely alternatives that we can have, or to really think about, if you're going to just really go for that cheesecake or whatever, just have it, but be aware, you don't want to get stressed out also. We want our immune system to turn back on, in 5 hours or so. So you can actually use some oils to help support your body in the meantime, but your immune system, we want it to turn back on. The other one is alcohol. So again, I love having a glass of wine, but I pretty much leave it to to one, and not every single day. So think about, again, when you're out having parties or something like that. I'm not saying you can't have any sugar or alcohol, but use some oils to help protect your body in the meantime, and just think about your day. So try not to have a bowl of candy that you're sipping on a little tiny bit of candy or a tiny bit of something that has sugar in it all day long, because you'll just have your immune system be turned off for the whole day. Okay, but speaking of food, is a good time to talk about the ginger lemon digestive drops. I love these. These are crack for me. I mean, I have all three. I have to say, all three of them are in my purse, but what disappears first? It would be these ones. So I love the way they taste. I love the ginger and the lemon. And if you eat too much, or if you eat something that your body doesn't agree with you, this is something to really help calm it. You can also use Digest Zen. So the Digest Zen is a good one for just rubbing. You can just put one drop, rub it on your tummy. You can just put it straight on. It really helps with any kind of discomfort, especially if you eat too much. So.
Also have the peppermint soft gels.
Mm-hmm.
And good. These are great because they don't dissolve until they get into your intestines. So those are really helpful as well.
Yeah.
And the peppermint, just the oil. You just put a little in your mouth, and that just goes through. Yeah.
I know. I love the soft gels. I started taking those with my dinner. So they would just be able to work on my intestines. So peppermint's really a great anti-inflammatory for your intestinal tract. So just remember, when you're sleeping at night, that's when your body's doing a lot of getting rid of waste and cleaning everything through. So the peppermint is a great one to take in the evening to be able to reduce that inflammation.
We also have peppermint beadlets, which are great. Those are in my purse, so I don't have them right here.
Yes, I know. Yes, and they're great for just having breath, really good breath right away. Hey, Catherine, thanks for joining. We are recording, so if you want to be on the recording, you can keep your camera on. If you don't have to. Okay, so we talked about boosting our immune system, foods that turn our immune system off, and let's get into winter skincare. So winter is a time, and again, we're in California, so it's kind of have to chuckle because we don't have single digits, but for us, for us, it's still cold and my skin will still get dry. So depending on where you are and what your temperature is like, still the moisture in the air, of course, when it's raining, it's great. But if you have snow or it's just cold and it's that biting cold, your skin can definitely take a toll from that. So we want to be able to support our skin. And I'm going to go over some of the things that I use, so you can see these. So this one is definitely my favorite. So the anti-aging moisturizer, and I'll use this in the morning after I put on my Barrage toner, and I use the Barrage Immortelle hydrating serum, and I like to use the roll-on too. So I'll roll this on my hand. So I'll just take the Immortelle, and there were a couple months ago, if you took advantage of getting this for free, I love this stuff. So I'll just roll it on my hand just like that, and then take the Immortelle serum, which has Immortelle and some other stuff, and then just do one little squirt on it. And then it's just a padding, so no stretching of the skin, but it's just a padding along of, make sure that you get your upper chest too. And you get all these incredible oils of frankincense and helichrysum, myrrh. Oh, it has so many rows. It's like all of the really expensive ones are in here. So I love using the Immortelle. And again, I am very careful to get it around this area because I have found that this has really helped support my eyesight. So, just putting oils around your eyes, this is one that has really helped my vision. So it's time for me to go back to the eye doctor, but my eye doctor is always so amazed that my vision is actually getting better as I get older, and it has done that since I've been using that. So that's one of my favorites. The other thing I recommend is using the Reveal system. So this is a great way to be able to get rid of the dead skin on your face. To me, this is like equivalent to going and getting a facial, except you don't have to leave your home or actually wear a mask. So the step one, it has little bamboo pellets in it, and it's just like a tiny little scrub that feels really good. So you just kind of do that in little circles, and make sure you do your neck and your upper chest. You leave it on. And then step two is a peptide activator. So it has wild orange essential oil in it. So I think of it as when you go get a facial and they do the fruit enzyme peel, which has been painful sometimes for me. I like this much better. So I just put it right on top of the step one, and then you're just rubbing both of them. And I do it in the shower. So I give my face this little massage, and then I have a Clarisonic little thingy that I sit there and do the scrub and then rinse it all off. So I do this twice a week, and this really helps again with your skin turnover. So as we get older, our skin doesn't turn over as fast. When we're young, our skin's turning over every 21 days. And so that's why you look younger, because your skin's younger. And as you get older, your skin's turning over every 70 days. So your skin is definitely looking older because it's been hanging out a long time. So this really helps with that skin turnover, and it keeps your skin really smooth. The other thing I wanted to point out is, you know, even though it may not be sunny out, we still need to put sunscreen on to protect our face during the day. So if you're out, even if it's cloudy, those rays are still getting in. So make sure that you're still using some a safe, you know, skin protectant or sunscreen. And I pretty much just use zinc oxide. So there are a lot of toxic sunscreens out there. Zinc oxide is the easiest. And I really like this one by Beauty Counter. So I'll kind of put it up there. So Beauty Counter is a company that has all clean and green, non-toxic makeup and skincare. And this one's actually a foundation, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen all in one. And so it's super easy. I'm all about easy because when I go out, you know, sometimes I don't have time to do the whole makeup, but I want to protect my face. And so here's an easy way to do one little squirt and put it on, and presto, I'm ready to go. So if you want, I can give you my Beauty Counter representative. She's great. Her name's Emily Sabo. So she definitely introduced me to that. And then the last thing I want to share is these are my 3 touch oils. So I use the Helichrysum touch, the Frankincense touch, and the rose touch. So, and I will answer your question in a moment, Catherine. I'll look that up. So these ones I'll add. So again, that's nice because they're in the touch. So they have the fractionated coconut oil in them, and they're a roller bottle. And so they're super easy to just roll on your hands and then squeeze either some toner or you know, or serum or your lotion into it, you know, mix it in, and then you can apply it, you know, with those. So adding rose is great for your skin, not to mention it smells wonderful. Helichrysum is another one that is really good, especially at getting rid of wrinkles and helping, you know, support your skin. And then there's Frank. We just love frankincense. I love frankincense because my skin, being Irish, tends to be susceptible to getting sun spots and conditions and everything. So I've had pieces removed. I saw my Irish grandpa have lots of his face cut off from different skin cancer. So I'm really, I love using frankincense because it actually helps support my skin. So I'm not having all of these, sun and skin issues. Still go see my dermatologist every year just so she can look at everything. But frankincense has just been wonderful at keeping down those little skin tags and other stuff like that. So let me turn it over. Let me actually look. So Catherine asked if what was it again? If it had hyaluronic acid in it. So let me look, because that's a good question, because that's a popular skin care item. So in the polish, I don't see it in here. Let's see if it's in the, it has something similar. Let me actually grab my glasses. So I'm going to have Lachael talk about her winter skincare. So let me, oops, come on. Where did my,
So Lori, can you hear me?
I can, but I wasn't able to, for some reason, I can't get my mouse over to unpin me.
Oh.
Okay. Come on, mouse.
That's okay. One of the things that I do is I took a 15 ml frankincense bottle, and then I got some of these little sprayers from Oil Life, and you have to cut them a little bit so they fit. but I put, I have like 10 or 15 drops of frankincense in here. And then, I put fractionated coconut oil. And so when I'm putting on my moisturizer, I actually I have a spray of the frankincense as well. And then I also use yarrow palm. Yarrow palm is amazing. And so I have that. And I just put it all together. And again, just, nicely pat.
Nicely packed.
The other thing that I use is the Body Renewal Serum Yarrow Palm. And what I do is I'll put some of the lotion that has no fragrance, and I'll put a drop or two or a squirt of the serum, and then of course I add elevation or balance, but then I sing my song or Lori's song. And then I just add that on my whole body. And it's so wonderful. And they also, Yarrow Palm also has the Cellular Beauty Complex. This is a supplement, and I do take that as well in the morning.
Very cool. So I looked up and the Reveal does not have hyaluronic acid in it. I want to say I saw that in one of the products, but now I can't remember. I can't remember which one. I can't remember which one it is. So I think we had covered. Oh, the last thing I wanted to cover was just to remind everyone that that we also have these great wellness kits. So this one is the immunity kit, and it has so it has the On Guard oil, these On Guard sanitizing mist, the foaming hand wash, and then also some of the new toothpaste and floss, wild orange, and purify. So that one's a great one to support your immune system. And then to keep our mind happy, the Mind and Mood Kit. And this one's cute because it comes with a little, a cute little container. And that one actually has an orange one inside. And it has, let me pin this. There we go. So this one has the adaptive capsules. So the adaptive capsules are really good, again, at keeping, helping our body with stress. And sometimes during the winter time, whatever is going on could be building up that stress. So it really helps our body help that stress go around us instead of going into us. And also it has found to, help people through those times when we have those long daylight or those short daylight hours, long dark hour times, to be able to, so we're not getting that, there's a name for it when we don't have as much sunlight. So the adaptive capsules are really helpful with that. And then this also has the balance. Lachael talked about the balance, again, really calming, and the adaptive touch. So it comes in roll on, and it's great to roll on your neck and just to be able to breathe it in during the day. So the Mind and Mood one is really wonderful to, again, keep our bodies happy. And then we also wanted to touch on, if we're feeling sore. So whether you're getting out and working out, or if your joints are just getting a little sore from the coldness. So I know I have some clients that it gets cold and some of their joints start hurting. And so the Deep Blue Rub is really great to use on joints and any sore muscles. And for me, it actually heats me up. For other people, like my boyfriend, when he uses it, it cools him down. So he actually feels cold. So so depending on your chemistry, it's going to feel different. But yeah, it actually makes me really warm. And if you are out in the sun, you have a little sun, especially if you put it on your back and then you're you're in the sunshine, it's going to feel warmer. So just, know that. But there's also the relief kit, and the relief kit is has the deep blue essential oil in a blend. It actually comes in a roller bottle, but it's all oils. And then it has some samples of the deep blue rub. So those are great to especially just take with you. Easy to, put in your purse or something. And then it has the deep blue polyphenol complex. And that is great, again, for reducing inflammation and aches and pain. So it's one that you take internally. And just taking one capsule twice a day is where it helps. So all of the kits, so no matter what size, they're all $75, which is a great discount for all of them. And then if you want to stay in that genre, so say you want to stay with the immune kit, then you don't, the next month, you'll get a different immune kit. And all of these are on the doTERRA website, again, for $75. So doTERRA will automatically give you kit 2. And then in month 3, they will automatically give you kit 3 if you keep that in your loyalty rewards card. So, and if you want to change it, you can just go in and, change it up. But I think right now everyone has to start with one. I'm not sure at any point in time if we can just pick 2, but we'll have to see. So let me open it up to questions, and also to see if anyone else had any other suggestions. I don't know if Lachael, you had any suggestions.
I did. When you were talking about the deep blue rub, I also use Copaiba with that.
Yes.
So it just amplifies and helps with the muscle aches and everything else. So yeah, I like to use that.
What is it? What is it, Lachael, that you use with the deep?
Copaiba.
Copaiba, because when you showed the thing, I think the label, I couldn't read it and I couldn't hear you. Copaiba, thank you.
Copaiba.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can use Copaiba, and you can also use the deep blue oil with the deep blue rub. So you can put the deep blue oil on first and then put the rub on top of it. Really great, especially if you're stiff or you have sore joints or you have an injury. It is amazing how quickly the pain dissipates, and it really goes in. So it's just not masking the pain. It's actually going in and supporting the muscles and the joints and everything to help take that pain away. So we really want to go to the source, and just be aware of this, depending on the injury or something, you may need to put it on daily for a while, and then you may get to the point where then you only use it as needed. But usually when I hurt myself or something, I'm using it every day. And sometimes I just want to be warm in the morning, and so I like putting it on. I like putting it on my lower back and my butt there, and just then putting warm clothes on. I love to put my clothes in the dryer while I'm taking a shower, since my washer and dryer is in my bathroom. And so then I can put on warm clothes, and I'm just warm to the bone at that point in time, and ready to go out into the cold, even though our cold is, in the 40s.
People all the time back east and in the Midwest where it's cold, and I call it California cold.
There you go. That's true. We have California cold. So yeah, it is. It's lots of fun. Let's see if I can.
Have any of you purchased? Oh, we're still being recorded, right? Maybe.
Yeah, let me go ahead and I'll stop the recording.
Okay.
So thank you everyone for coming, and for everyone who's viewing this on YouTube. If you have any questions, get back to the person who sent you, or you can leave a comment, or you can contact me directly. Thanks so much.